Good job, Kelley. That is, I mean,
Sorry about that.
as a guy who's, don't apologize to anybody here. You're fine. As a guy who's tried to, do improv comedy before, that's a really difficult thing to do. What you just did, man. It's so very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Now, do you do it? Do you do improv comedy? Have you done it before?
I've never really done it before. I always just used to like to make up songs on the spot and different kind of raps, and it was just something that we did live just to keep it interesting.
So it started on stage, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Someone in the audience you'd see, and you goof on them and stuff like that.
Totally.
Yeah, right.
It started out. I mean, it was really kind of a way to get out of certain situations playing live. Somebody jumps on stage, or a bottle breaks, or an amp goes out, and it was just kind of my way to recover.
It happens with stand-up too, and you got it. But with me, it's one or two jokes you throw at them. An 8-minute improv song. That's impressive stuff. Yeah.
No.
Especially halfway through, I'm going, oh God, am I going to get fined for dropping certain things?
No, you did it clean too. It's hard to do, because we got to be clean here on the radio.
Yeah, really something. Now you're from Los Altos.
Yep.
And is that something? I remember people doing that. Like, I don't know if it's the time, but people like practicing their improv, practicing their freestyle. Is that like a local thing? Like, did that come from like everyone was doing that, or is this something?
I think growing up in
specific to you?
California, there's rap music is such a part of the culture, and especially in the '90s. It's kind of New York and California. The San Francisco Bay Area had its whole own rap culture. So it's just that's what you heard on the radio. That's kind of the grooves and the beats and the music that you listen to.
Now, you said you just did on stage. Would you ever do like you saw in the Eminem movie, like battle with someone?
I mean, I've never really done that. I don't consider myself a rapper. I'm just more of a rhymer, and I just try to come up with interesting things. So.
What is the difference?
That's a good question. I just think that if you're a rapper, it comes you're kind of lying in the sand like these are my rhymes. This is what I do.
Oh,
I'm more of a
You're more diversified because
you're
a musician as well. I mean, you're not just
absolutely
play guitar, sing a little bit, write songs, and I'm not trying to enter in the rap game.
Well, you seem like you're having fun. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, introduce the other guys in the band. Let's give them some props.
Yeah, that's Chris on keys.
Good job, guys.
That's Stefan on drums, and that's Will on bass.
Good job. Yeah. Now, how long have you guys been together?
We've been playing together for about 7 years, so these guys have been with me for a long time.
You just said 6-string bass. Is that, as a musician, what is that, harder or
something?
something?
A lot of strings on
it.
It
is,
yeah. I mean, that's a big old slab of wood he's playing right there.
It's like a surfboard.
It's almost like an upright bass.
The normal bass is 4 strings.
It is.
Yeah, that's like a full guitar. And the strings on a bass are massive compared to a guitar.
I know, you can tell that.
His hand is like a claw, a massive,
like
strong.
If certain musicians, if you see a guy with a 6-string bass, it's like, oh God, back off. This
well, no, you can
crazy.
tell. Like I've met some of the great guitar players. Like I met Joe Walsh and the guy Nils Lofgren. You meet guys, and they all have big hands. You can tell. And they got it by Entwistle, I guess. And it makes sense that they would, because you got to wrap yourself around all that stuff. How long have you guys been together?
Been together 7 years, and we pretty much we play about 150 shows a year.
Man,
so it's a lot of good times on stage with these dudes.
Good. It's hard enough. You guys, it's impressive. It's hard to make just a living in this business, so you're making an impact and stuff. And
so, do you guys all surf?
Or is it just the drummer and I surf. The guy on the left, he boogie boards, and the bass player over there, he plays basketball.
Where do you surf?
What does that mean?
Well, that's like
boogie boards, like on your chest, that little piece of foam.
He just doesn't want to stand up.
So do you like go out with the other guys while they're surfing and boogie board, or you just like go occasionally when you're like down south?
Yeah, we surfers don't hang out with boogie boarders. We don't want to be associated.
Yeah, really. I mean, my God, I think it would be embarrassing.
I mean, it's a way of life, though. Like, where do you guys go? Did you grow up like going to Half Moon Bay or
Yeah, I mean, we surfed a little bit in Santa Cruz growing up. Now that we live in L.A., you're able to surf all the time. The water's a little warmer. It's a little more accessible.
Where do you go to surf around L.A.?
I live in Manhattan Beach, right by the airport. He lives in Venice Beach.
Okay, so Manhattan, Venice.
Exactly right there.
That's Zuma Beach, you always hear about.
Zuma, up by Malibu. That's a great wave.
Do you go up north to do that sometimes?
We try. There's a good spot county line up there. As a surfer, you're always looking for the best waves. It's kind of a little mini addiction. And
so what do you do? You just look at a weather report or something?
Yeah, they have a whole like forecasting site called surfline.com, tell you where the waves are, what's going on. Different, we could be in LA, waves are terrible, drive down to Orange County, unbelievable.
Really?
Waves.
Well, surfers are always with hot broads, too, I'll tell you that. There's something about surfers and hot broads.
Yeah. And radio TV hosts.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, but I don't think not as hot as some of the surfer broads I've seen. Although my girlfriend right now is extraordinary. She's an anomaly. But she's like surfer hot. She is. But if I got on a boogie board, I think there'd be an ambulance there. So, I'd be like a buffet for a shark. I got 2 weekends. Where are you guys next? Where are you off to next?
We play here tomorrow night, a private party for Wheels Up, a new jet company.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Corporate gig. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we play the Mercury Lounge on Wednesday night.
That's a good gig.
Yeah.
You guys have all sorts of like corporate sponsorships going on, right? How does that all happen?
Yeah, I stayed independent with my music. So in college, I used to intern for a record label called Epic Records, part of Sony Music.
Good, yeah.
And then I, graduated, kind of saw both sides of the industry, decided to stay independent. And these brands that have helped us, Oakley, Red Bull, Honda, Corona, Casamigos now, they really have a complete hands-off approach. They just let us tour, let us make the music we want to make. And it's been an amazing trip doing it that way.
I just took a vacation. Every young artist in the music industry should take this trip. If you go up to Portland, Maine, I just went there on vacation with my girl in October, and you take the cruise around Portland, Maine, you will see a yacht that is the size of a cruise ship. And the kid who was the tour guide will say, to the left there's an actual cruise ship, and to the right is a boat bigger than that, and that's David Geffen's boat.
Wow.
So I would show that to every young musician and say, that's David Geffen's boat. He's in the music business, and he's never played a note.
Yeah, right.
So, there's two different things. You got to be careful. But there's enough money for everybody is the point. But I think it sounds like you're doing the smart thing with your money.
It's been good. It's been really good.
Good. All right.
What about the Barry Zito thing? You guys got together at some point. And
the
just
baseball player?
Yeah. Good friend of mine. We met maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago now.
I met him at the Stern Show once. He came in a couple times. He's a real funny interview. He's good. Yeah.
He's really, really good.
Right.
Most people don't know
guitarist.
his dad was actually the composer and conductor for Nat King Cole for 20 years.
No kidding.
So he grew
I
up
didn't
playing
know
guitar.
that.
He plays jazz guitar.
See, I always assumed
guitarist.
that he was just kind of a guitar guy, casual guitar, strum a few chords type guy.
Most
but you're
people,
saying he's better.
You got all these athletes that try to play guitar and do a couple chords.
He's good, this guy.
Can you play?
Yeah, he plays guitar.
All right. I didn't know you played.
No,
I was just
kinda
messing
do.
around.
Yeah. No, I think I'm okay.
I think it's good. What do I know? I think it sounds amazing to me.
Yeah. You're probably awesome.
But
Stanford
Barry,
guys, so talented.
Yeah, right. No, but Barry Zito, he's actually legit.
Yeah, he can play really well. So we do a bunch of shows for his foundation, Strikeouts for Troops.
Right.
So we play a lot of benefits for military, mainly wounded military that comes back.
Good for you, man. That's a great cause. I've worked for that. Did you ever go over to Afghanistan or anything?
I really, really would love to do that. He's been offered a couple times. It's just tough with his training and season. So it's something.
I went for 8 days once. It'll change you. Really? I think in some ways good, in some ways like, wow, I can't believe we're still over there. But I went in 2008 with 5 other comics.
Wow.
And it's an experience, man. And I think they love you. And I'll tell you what, you guys, you would be, once you do that, they really appreciate it. They really do. These guys they're your friends for life at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you were like in a bunker attack, right? Like you were.
Yeah, after a stand-up show, we were going to a signing of afterwards, and we're in this big Humvee. And it was like out of a movie, and someone said incoming, and they brought us to a bunker, and they put us there we were there for about an hour and 10 minutes while they had to figure out what was going on. They found the guys and everything, and it was scary as hell.
Yeah.
But these guys go through it every night. The guys guarding us had AK-47s. They were playing poker. They just said to us, just don't go outside, guys. All right, well, thanks for coming on. Come back anytime. How do we find you on social media? Just Kelley?
Yeah, I have a website, kelleyjames.com, K-E-L-E-Y, James.com. And then Twitter, I'm at yourboykj.
Yourboykj. All right. That's awesome, man. You guys are great. I wish you nothing but the best, and please come back again.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
It's always fun. We'll have 2 new words for you next time. Back after this.
The Artie Lange Show. Weeknights on Audience. Only on DirecTV.